Hi, my name's Jamel Kaur Singh, Senior Broker and Director of FinPlus Finance Providers. Now, this is an amazing environment in which we are currently experiencing. Yes, COVID pandemic has put chaos in the economy, but from a real estate as well as an interest rate perspective, we couldn't be asking for a better period to buy or refinance your home. I had a couple come to me last month, and say, Jamil, we're ready to buy our first home. They had the income as well as the deposit ready to go for a property around the $1.2 million. Now they're living in here in Victoria, and if they buy a property of 1.2 million, because it is their first home, they're actually throwing away $30 to $40, even $50,000 worth of grants and first home buyers schemes available to them. As soon as a property is over 600,000 up to 750, there's a sliding scale of servicing and pro rata. But if it's under 600,000, they won't be paying any stamp duty at all. That in itself is $20,000 to $25,000 of value. So I sat with them and restructured, teleconferenced to them because we're in the COVID pandemic, but we actually talked about how they could look at buying their first property as something that is long-term investment. We've then started looking at some real estate, and they've ended up buying this huge block in Frankston that is going to be worth a lot in years to come with dual occupancy availability. But this property is has only cost them $407,000 with a lot of negotiation, but that property is going to be settling tomorrow. And in the meantime, what they've done is looked at other properties, and we've found a property in ACT where the stamp duty is a lot lower, but buying a property for $250,000, which is going to be bringing them in $330 a week rent, which is also then going to help offset against the high tax brackets in which they are in. They're looking at another property in Dandenong, which is around $370,000, bringing in about $500 a week rent, and even properties in Queensland. But look at the stamp duties and all the costs involved in these properties. So instead of buying one property for 1.2 million, which yes was going to be a really beautiful property, they've actually managed to buy 4 properties. And if they actually rented out all 4, obviously with first home buyers, you're living in the first property for at least a year, but after that stage they could rent out all properties, and they could be renting their dream mansion wherever they wanted to with the income that's coming in from those properties, and also getting the tax deductions and savings depreciation from the investment properties, having started a portfolio. So instead of 1, they've ended up with 4. So think about what it is that you should be doing at this time, and look at advice. Just because you can borrow 1.2 million doesn't mean you have to or should even be borrowing that amount of money. So I look forward to helping you. If you have any comments or any queries, please don't hesitate to get in touch. All the details are down below. My name's Jamel from FinPlus Finance Brokers. Thank you.